I did have one because you talked about the psychological aspect to the role that you were playing in a barn, and I definitely had a question regarding that. So if it's okay if I could just throw that in really quickly and then return the mic back to the stage, is that cool?
Yeah, you good. Let's go.
Okay, cool. So your character often displays psychological complexity, right? How do your character, excuse me, how do you approach the psychological development of your characters, and what methods do you use to convey their inner struggle to the audience? Because sometimes that can be difficult. Some people will say, act this way, and it just never comes out right, and it gives off fake or phony. But like I said before, you have a knack for these things. So how is the process without giving away all the tea?
Yeah, so pretty much, man, when I write it, like I said, it's just basically storyline stuff. When I write, I'm like, oh nah, they gonna go crazy when this guy comes. The guy name was Psycho Ed, so he's like a crazy, he's like a crazy person, right? So I knew they was gonna love it. Now I had to find somebody who could pull it off, and this is where the auditions come in at. So it's like, we have hundreds of people, auditioning. I'll be feeling bad because it's like, let's say we have 20 roles. It'd be hundreds of people auditioning for like 20 spots, and it'd be so many people that's good, you know what I'm saying? But you only could get one person for the thing. But what I do is I write people's names down, and in the future I just hit them up. They don't have to audition. I be like, I remember you, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I look out for people and stuff like that. But you just have to add the stuff to the stuff in a comical and serious way, and then the next thing is just finding people who can actually pull that off. And like I said, these people be very like talented. They could change their voice. They could do a whole lot of stuff, man. So I be amazed sometimes when I see these people, and then when I meet them and talk to them in person. They all got a story. You know what I'm saying? It's like, everybody got a story. So
I absolutely love that. Thank you for answering my questions. Anybody else want to ask Mr. Silk White any more questions? Okay, so I got questions for you. I'm not shy, right?
yeah, let's
So
go.
let's talk about ethics and storytelling, because we talked about the storytelling and what you like to talk, like the roles that you like to create, and how do you approach ethical considerations in your storytelling? Are there any boundaries you set for yourself when writing about sensitive topics, and how do you navigate that? Even if it comes as a challenge for you, how are you navigating this? The ethical boundaries.
Yeah, it's really like no boundaries because you know when you, like I said, I'm a risk taker, and everybody, your stuff is not for everybody, so everybody's not gonna like your stuff anyway, right? So I'm a risk taker, man, and it's like it's like really no boundaries. I just make sure I don't go too far, you know what I'm saying? So if it is a topic or a subject or something like that, I just don't go like too far. But it's like everything is nothing is off limits, man, to talk about, because that's the whole purpose of being a creator. You don't want nobody to have no restrictions on you, or say, oh, you can't say that, and you can't do this, and it's like, nah, I got to be able to write what I want and whatever. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. But it's gonna be for the people who that is for, and stuff like that. You can't worry about what people are gonna think. You know what I'm saying? You can't worry about that when you're like creating and stuff. And also, you can't worry about what people say after you created certain stuff. People are gonna comment and have their opinions and stuff like that. Once you create something and put it out into the wild, your stuff is subject to constructive criticism or troll or whatever it is. Once you put it out there, you know what I'm saying, your stuff is open. It's open season for your stuff. They can say whatever they want to say. They can say you trash. They can say whatever you want to say, and you can't get mad about it. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody's opinion, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do know what you're saying. That because you took me right into the next question about criticism, because I couldn't wait to ask you. Because
Yeah.
you seem extremely confident, and that's a beautiful, wonderful thing. And I wish more people were that confident in themselves, because you just expressed to us how you can create limitlessly, right?
Right.
That means you're not getting writer's block. You're not
No,
experiencing things that people experience because they're worried about what someone else would think. So,
no.
with that being said, how well do you respond to criticism of your work, both in the writing industry and filmmaking? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, it's very easy, man, because I just don't respond to it. People say a bunch of stuff about me all the time, and a lady told me I was sick-minded. Somebody told me my stuff was trash. They say all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the good comments always outweigh the bad ones. And like I said, once you put your stuff out there, it's open. It's open game. Anybody can say anything you want, and you'll never see me like going back and forth with somebody or comment to somebody else's comment. Like I don't have time for that. And for what? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? If something bothers me, fix it. That's all it is. So if somebody say, yo, this shit was whack or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they say what was whack about it. And then all I do is fix it, because if that's how you feel, and you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna go back and forth with people about certain stuff, because like I said, once you hit submit and it goes out to the public, that's it. There's nothing you can do about it. People gonna say something. We in a social media era and stuff like that, where people are gonna have their opinions, and they're gonna joke and troll, and they're gonna do this, and that's just how it works, man. And you gotta have tough skin, man. This is not a business for you if you're sensitive, because people will say anything out their mouth, as y'all know, on the social media stuff. And you definitely can't be sensitive, man, because they're gonna say any and everything they could think of. It's gonna be funny, it's gonna be hurtful, it's gonna be a lot of stuff, and then other people gonna chime in and join in on it. So it's like you gotta have a tough skin when you're in this business.
Wow, I love that response. It was very liberating. In the way that you broke that down. So I definitely want to know, Mr. Josiah, do you have anyone else coming up next for some more questions? What's up?
I brought more people on the stage. The floor is open. Anybody got a question for Silk?
Well, listen, I got one more. I'll give them some time to warm up because they just got on stage. You
I
said,
was gonna say I'll go, but go ahead, Empress.
Here, go ahead,
My
Mama,
bad.
go ahead, go
No, no,
ahead.
no. Go ahead. You do your last one, and then I'll go after you.
Okay, thank you, period. So you said all power. You said that I'm power to the people. What did you exactly mean when you said that? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so power to the people is like, you know what I'm saying? I love black people. I love all of our people. Of course, I love everybody, but I'm focused on our people, power to the people. Black Panthers type of talk. Power to the people. The people is the power, because the power is in the numbers of the people. So if you have the people, you have the power. So a lot of people don't understand that when they say power to the people and stuff like that. So I'm definitely one of those type of people and stuff like that. I love the people, and I'm always going to do what's best for us and stuff.
Period. Thank you, Miss Mother. The stage is yours, sweetie.
Thank you, Empress. Thank you. Hey, Silk. Okay, so my question to you is, what project are you most proud of, and why?
Um, I'm the most proud of Tears of a Hustler, and the reason why is because that was my like second book, and you know, it took a lot to get the book out there, and because everything I do and did is all independent. So when I like published the book, I did it like on my own and stuff. So I was at all of these book signings and traveling from state to state and selling these books and stuff. Got them in the libraries, got them in the jail. So it was like a lot of work, and I remember the work. So just to get one of the books out into a series, that's the best one for me, because I remember uh, everything I had to go through with the books. So now that it's a show, it's like all that work. Look at it now, like while you was doing the work, you didn't understand why all that had to be done. Now you see why. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's the feeling right there.
Dope, dope. Thank you for that. And I'll do this for Miss Empress.
You doing good.
She said, I wonder if someone can ask him what's his favorite line from that book.
The favorite line, man. I don't know if I got a favorite line. Books be so long to have a line, but I'm not too sure. I got to get back to you on that one. I'm not too sure.
Okay, okay, dope. All right. So let's see. What other questions do I have for you? What changes have you observed in the industry over the last decade and how have they impacted your work?
The changes. Um, hmm. A lot of the changes is they have not too sure. Changes. Not too sure. A lot of stuff don't really impact me like that because, like I said, I do like my own thing. But it has been a lot of like changes. They doing a lot of rom coms. They're doing what's changing now is they're doing like seasonal stuff, meaning when it gets like around this time they start doing Christmas movies. When it get January time they start doing Valentine's movies. So it's little stuff like that that I've noticed. But like I said, we do our own thing, so it doesn't really really affect us too much.
Got you, got you. Okay, so how do you approach collaborations with writers, directors, and other creatives?
I haven't ran across that yet. I haven't had anybody who wants to